Everything's checked. I'm gonna turn off my Netflix. I was playing Squid Game. Sorry about all these notifications, just freaking other things. But yeah, now we're gonna be talking about every sword legend and their tier list. So first off, where I was gonna be talking about Big Rig Bodvar himself, or the Lil Capped himself. Where's Black Color's at? I forgot what color he uses. I think it was Charged OG. But whatever. He literally just kind of like plays Big Rig Bodvar. Whatever. Alright, so starting off with the very first character in Brawlhalla. Well, he wasn't the very first, but the mascot of the game. Bodvar. My good man, Bodvar. Everybody knows this weapon is like another breed of just weapons. Today we're going to be going over what hits and what doesn't. So right off the bat, we have... Oh, I did that wrong. So everything hits on D-Light, which is nice. Obviously it's a GC, and one of them is like the hardest thing to hit. You're not fourth stub. Okay, that's better. Sorry, I'm just like freaking setting this character up. Alright, so everybody knows that. Now let's think about Satellite and Side Sig. Doesn't hit. Satellite down Sig obviously gonna hit. Satellite and Sig does not hit, so that's another point for down Sig. Alright, so next we're gonna be talking about just straight like raw Sig after this. I said that's not hitting, so that's good now. Charge Sig, alright, so with that, and Sig works. Hold on, so Side Sig doesn't, and then down Sig does. Okay, so for most combos that this weapon has, down Sig is going to be the most useful. This is already known. I mean, I'm pretty sure anybody who watches Simple, anybody who watches Swada, just anybody who watches Europe or Lil Cap consistently just knows that Bodvar is good, but yeah, down Sig, best Sig in his entire kit, not even just on like this weapon, it's insane. I mean, look at this. What are they doing off edge? Like, they just can't guard this. This is like that many frames in front of you. Like, that's basically a boomerang, and you're not guarding that either, because there's a little hop that comes with it. But yeah, Bodvar's best Sig is that. We all knew that already, so it's not really difficult. Next, we skip like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters and go into Hattori. Oh god, I hate this character. This character is just another breed, honestly. The Side Sig works where it shouldn't. By the way, this hits. If I can hit it correctly, it does. It doesn't want to hit correctly. What the hell? There we go. You have to be really frame 1 with that move. That obviously hits, and then move your ass back into the middle. That's where sword really just should be. I have to do down sig. It hits, but horribly. You'd be better off doing this than just charging it. I'm shocked nobody really uses this or this. I kind of just stick to that, which is much more difficult to hit. Saying reads off of it, but yeah, like this off of this, really good. Off of this just doesn't hit. Maybe in a charge, yeah, with the charge it does, but I'm not testing that. This just doesn't hit. Like, see this hitbox? Look at this. Now show the hurt boxes. This is why it misses. You see the distance there is between that. Literally, just go like one or 2 pixels down, and that's hitting. But yeah, so we've done that now. That doesn't hit. That hits, obviously. It also hits this way. That hits. This doesn't. Just all about how you do it. So, yeah, Hattori, surprisingly, her sword is just, it's good, but it doesn't have that kind of utility that most sword characters do, so, yeah, then we go straight to Roland. Roland, the dumbass. I don't know, I don't like this character. This character is very cheap. Like, what is this? Honestly, I'll take this. Like, what is this? What is this? Brawlhalla, what is this? Why doesn't Jiro have this range? Why doesn't Jiro have this range? He should. That's a character we'll be talking about later. Yeah, this is wrong. Hits. Hit. Oh my god, I'm garbage. Hits. Oh yeah, by the way. Grounded. This is just a really good move to toss out. So is this. Also, yes. Won't hit, but you can make it hit with a dash. It's really difficult. What is next? First move doesn't hit, but the second one does. This still hits. By the way, yes, I'm only talking about light damage, but I guarantee like the fixed force doesn't exist here, but it exists on this and this. So yeah, it still works. So yeah, Roland, absolutely gonna be super high on the tier list. Has really good stats for the weapon. Has really good sig for the weapon. Like, that's broken. This has no reason to be hitting stacked. And never doubt the baseball bat. That sig is insane. Like, you see how much time was between that? Hey, calmate. Sorry. But anyways, yeah, this character just really puts on pressure. I don't get why people don't play this weapon a lot better. Like, it's just so good. Next, we skip like 2 characters and go to Fetch. So that's 4 characters already now that have. That's right, 4 characters that have sword already. If you can't tell, there's a lot of sword. This is insane. They recently removed this, sir, thank you. They recently removed the, making that true. Or did they? I don't... I effed that up so bad. How? It's like 1 frame. That's insanely dumb. That also hits because it has a dumb angle. Pretty sure I can get that true if I hit expect. Somewhat. I gotta really try for it to hit true. I'm pretty sure this hits true though. Wrong one. If I can remember how to do it. It's like... I did it wrong. Somewhat. If they jump or dodge in, it's a true. Yeah, just sword absolutely cracked. Like, that's a thing. This is a thing. Yeah, all of his moves hit grounded, by the way. Like, I'm not even joking about that either. No, I can hit that true. There you go. Or not true, but like on the ground. Hits. This one's obviously not hitting. This is a stationary move. This one as well is missing. So yeah, side sig. But we already knew this because anybody who's faced off against or even watched Thatchman, I forgot his name, just knows it's radical how everyone just knows how insane this freaking character's sword can be. Just the pressure you can put out, because this is what you have. Because your D light hits at that weird ass angle, side light hits far, and then your M light's just this sig but slow, faster. So yeah, Thatch. I'll be placing them all individually later. Next we get to Suri. Suri's sword, not that good. Right off the bat, it's not the greatest in the world. In fact, I think this character has actually a very mid-tier sword. Like, yeah, absolutely spikes, and it kills on like any map at like red light. Like, I'm not even joking, that shit actually kills at light red on a few stages. On most stages, actually, just like, it's kind of dumb. Like, this sig just does it all really quickly. Don't move. Yeah, it just like does it all really quickly. On top of that, sig, insane. Like, look at the distance. Like, I'm pretty sure his travel is nearly a full stage. Now what's this? Travels the full stage with 1 dodge. Or 1 dash. Like, what? That's insane. Can't do the mix-up right now. I'm garbage. Okay, whatever. The down sig. This is a threat. I've already covered this in the Asuri thing. Just overall better weapons. Like, this thing is just threat number 1. The sig's just insane for some reason. Yeah, look at this. It still hits. From right here, it still hits with that last thing. This hits. This, well, I mean, no charge, but literally just charge it a little bit and it hits. This dumb. But it works. This, even dumber. And the dumbness. That. Like, that's just insane. Give me a second. Alright, thank you. I was just, closing the door of my room. Dear mother, I need you to, like, be quiet for a second because you are loud. Yeah, Sig, just dumb. Sig, dumb. And then this down Sig, even dumber. Oh yeah, let's not forget. That hits. Dude, can I hit this character for once? That hits. And then, oh my god. This hits. What else hits? Let me do this correctly. That hits. This still hits. This hits as well. Like, yeah, just all of her SIGs well rounded. This character's just A tier on both weapons. Like, there's just nothing you can do about this weapon. It doesn't matter how you play it, it's just there. And on top of that, this character just has good combos with it as well because she has this insane side sig. But yeah, outside of that, let's go on. I'm moving a little bit, like 3-4 characters, and we get to Koji. Ow. Please spawn her in the middle of the map. Please spawn her in the... Gosh! Oh, thank you for doing that to yourself, Jala. Now it's time to bully you. Alright, Koji Sword. Why does this hit grounded? Why? That has no reason to. Okay, it's a good sig. Whatever, this sig's insane. It hits. Oh yeah. It's actually a very exclusive sig that it hits there for some reason. This hits there. This doesn't. You are forced to go like this. Or you're forced to carry the momentum to hit it, or... Like, you don't really have options for this. Next, that hits. This hits. This hits. Like, you have to dash, obviously, it's stationary. Everyone knows this hits. That was like Agno's move. That's literally what Agno was doing the whole tournament. This one combo. I'm making a video right now, just saying. This isn't hitting, obviously, sadly. This hits though. Can get that pretty fast too. But yeah, that sig's actually insane. So basically, what we learned here today is... I will mute you, give me a second. Alright, just... Okay, everything's good. As I was saying... Yeah, just as I was saying, this character's sword is insane. Like, there's no reason this character should have, like, this much distance and she's still touching. Like, that's just dumb, so. That's fun. But yeah, Koji Sword, he's like a worse Hattori. Because Hattoris are actually like... Because Hattoris are like... actually better than Bow in my opinion. Not in the tier list, like, but just like fun and overall, like, her SIGs on Hattori compared to his SIGs on Bow are just bad. Or just better, I mean. Next we have Jolatron herself. Man, I completely forgot I have my phone here to check the time instead. 7:05, got it. Alright. Sword. You stay put, Baraza. So let's see it. Doesn't hit. I already knew that. Oh my god, can I like actually hit this shit? Nope, that's... I kind of assume so. That hits. That's it. That hits. That doesn't hit. That's the wrong move. That hits. Alright, next. That hits. That hits. Hold on, let me just... should cancel the momentum. Misses, okay. That's obviously missing. Alright, now for this. This hits, obviously. Oh, it hits! I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. That's not hitting, alright. This is not hitting either. But yeah, just like, this character is like, for sword, she's just not it. This is exactly why her X is better. It's because this character's sword sigs are just not good. Like, this is her best sig. This is the most consistent hitting. Like, let me see. D-light, D-sig. Oh my god, I messed it up too. D-light, D-sig. Satellite, D-sig. And light, D-sig. Like, those all hit. D-light, side sig, misses. And side, okay, hold on. Side light, okay. Let me just correct it. Side light, side sig. Side light, side sig without momentum. And light, side sig. Like what? And then you just have this Cheek's weapon. Like, you're really only using that if you... This is really the only instance you actually use it. Let me get as stacked as possible. Like, that's really the only time you're actually hitting that. Because there's no damn way I'm doing that much effort to hit this trash sig. And yes, it does like no damage either. Like, if you think I'm joking, $24 damage on an end sig. Garbage. This character is just bad when it comes to her sword compared to her axe. Well, now we're on to one of the most top tier characters just in the game.
It'll be bedtime soon.
Hold on, that's something I don't want to watch right now, thank you. So that's nice. My Wi-Fi is being garbage. I love that. But, yeah. Alright, sorry, I'm just doing some things. There we go. Okay, so, outside of, like, probably, like, down sig. Shut up. I do know what I'm talking about. Outside of, like, side sig, this character's sigs are just insane. Or not side sig, down sig. Like, this sig, yeah, hits 28. This thing is, like, not that good. Like, if anything, side sig is better. It also has this. That is the dumbest frame ever. But this is the dumbest of all of them. Like, why does that exist? That had no reason to exist. Freaking robot. This is like perfect spacing for this. Like, look at the hitbox coverage here. Look at this. Look at this. What are they doing here? What are they? It's just like, what are you doing there, buddy? If you're a real true Valve player, you know for a fact this character's just cracked. Also, oh, what? That missed? Hold on, do I have to hit very edge? Yes, I do. Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way that's missing, because I'm hitting it stacked right now. I mean, we all knew this was bound to fail. Like, come on now. Like, that second variation just kind of, like, scuffs it. Hey, but at least down sig hits, right? Yeah, what, why? Why? DMG. Why do I have to move in a little bit? Like, look at this. Stacked. Hits. Max distance. It misses. That's dumb. That is just dumb. Like, why? Why, Brawlhalla? Why do you do this to me? But, anyways. Side sig broken. This one, or this variation a little better. Because it combos into that. End sig really good because, oh, it hits, that's new. I didn't know this hit grounded. That is something new. I didn't used to hit grounded. But yeah, side sig hits. Both side sigs actually hit. Down sig doesn't hit. This doesn't hit either. Like, it doesn't hit without that, dash. This doesn't hit. Well, I mean it does, but like not even like that hits. This just doesn't hit, but this is probably like its second best sig. D-sig just being the worst by far. I mean, for a stationary sig, yeah, it's got a lot of frames, but it keeps one person trapped, whereas this in twos will keep that same person trapped for less time, as well as this is hitting everybody. So, yeah, very simple. Next legend will be... What's going on my screen? Oh my god, let's see it. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9. 9. Oh, we went over this character yesterday. Hello, Sidra. Time to talk about your absolute beast demon of a frickin' sword. What is this? Fun fact. That hits also. What is this? Why is that? Why is that? That's like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Why does this exist? Just why? That's right. From right here. From like roughly right here. Touches down. I go like right here. Misses. I'm garbage. I did it wrong, that's why. Let me do it right real quick, like right here. See? I did it from like the middle of this palm tree. It's perfect positioning for me to get on the wall. And yeah. Also, you can be like right here, but if you're lower, you're always touching that wall, so you're not there. The sig's just insanely good when used right. Which isn't a lot, because a lot of Sidra players completely forget that move exists. This should not hit grounded. It's already the biggest wall in the game. Think I'm joking? By the way, that will hit you grounded. That's definitely hitting grounded. Okay, but yeah. This is probably going to be your best combo, because if I can hit this, yeah, I didn't think so. That obviously hits. This is obviously hitting if I can get off stage. There we go. Doesn't hit. Like, I know, like, this down sig seems garbage, but, it's actually really good. I mean, right there is perfect position. Nobody's gonna stand around for that long. That's not hitting. But, like... You'd be surprised how many idiots fall for this sig off stage. Like, oh, well, now you're off stage. What are you gonna do now, big boy? Like, it's just insane. Like, off stage presence that hits. Like, what are you really gonna do against this once you get off stage? Like, this thing's just cucking me. Now I'm not even hitting it where I should be. Like, you see, that Sig just off stage presence. It's so good. That's why I think this character is really well rounded. Not the best, not the worst, but really freaking well rounded. Next is Jiro, like 4 characters away. We're going over this character probably later as well, because this is the sword tier list, and I'm making the scythe one or the gauntlets one tomorrow. But the other one I will do today. This character, look at that. Look at the combos. Also this character, just wrong move. Dodge still hasn't come back yet. Get your ass over there. Hits. Hits as well. It hits, I'm just doing it wrong. There we go. Doesn't hit. What else? Oh. This takes a little more time. None of these actually combo into this move. This move is like strictly for these kind of combos. Also, if I can hit this correctly. I know, oh, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it so wrong. Oh no, it just like doesn't hit unless you do. Unless you do like, and I'm still messing it up because I'm bad. Unless you're doing like that or just straight like off stage presence. Which is actually where this move like shines. Like, this weapon is like not built for off stage. And then you just have this Sig, which is like, oh yeah, let me just cover like a quarter of the wall or half the wall even. Like, it's really like they can't do anything. So one of the best edge guards in the game if you do it correctly. Because for some reason they were like, alright, well yeah, this can pick up from any angle. So yeah, this character, kinda good. Not broken, but not bad either. And then next, this is that really the last sword character outside of Jaehyun? Wow, it is. That's sad. The original Great Sword character that they gave him a little big boy, a little pecker, and then they gave him the big long schlong. This character's Sigs are insane. Like, this character had no reason to have these Sigs as well as Great Sword. Like, that's insane. That's... I'm doing it wrong. Stack the hits. It almost hits there. But you don't need a hit stack when you have this side Sig. Oh, and there's also this. Unstacked. And unstacked, the Sig is just insane because that's all you need. Just you literally just go like this and it hits. Oh, what? I hit it earlier. What? There we go. I was too close. Next, obviously this hits. Also this misses, but just a little bit more momentum and this hits. Wrong button. Wrong button again. Doesn't hit. This doesn't hit either. This doesn't hit. And then this doesn't hit either. They could be a dodge read if your opponent's an idiot. And he like wants to like, you know. But side sig your best friend on great sword or on sword for Jaehyun. Like this character's weaponry is just insane. Then you get to that. This cheese sig. This for coated cheese. This cheese. Which I actually piss somebody off by doing nothing but delay GCN sig the whole game. Like this is me the whole game. Oh. Like literally just didn't fail at hitting these, so it was funny. Whatever, and Dead by Daylight. Whatever. I do not care. So as I was saying, that's it for the sword characters, and then outside of that, time to do the tier list. So right off the bat, worst sword. Let me find her. Jala. When only one of your moves is viable, and even then you have to like forward dash it on one of the techniques from a straight move, at that point you might as well just start playing. Like, that just goes with, like, horribly with your kit. Like, the only reason this kit is used is probably for its high power and its axe. Because the sword, absolutely flawed. This sword is so bad. Like, I'm not even going to go into a game to prove it. It's just bad. And then, second to last. Where? He's good. Why am I looking at him? I'm blind as hell. Hold on, is there any more sword characters? Okay, no, I'm just being positive, just making sure. Yeah, no. So, then now we're getting into like the decent characters, the ones with at least more than one viable, usually. All three are viable, and right off the bat, let's start with Hattori. Her down sig kind of weighs her down. If the rollback wasn't so slow, it would make it better. But that thing has the worst hitbox manipulation in the game. And then just like N-sig, what the hell? What the hell, game? That should hit grounded. That just that the sword hits the freaking head, but not the hitbox, which is dumb. So yeah, that just anyway. That's just sad. And then the side sig is a reversal sig, which is very unfortunate because for a reversal sig, it's not that good either. It's pretty slow, so like, even if you do want to do a lot with it, you can't capitalize off of much things. So again, another character that has two moves viably available to them, but it's just, it's not there. It's not at that level. And that's just how it feels with Hattori. Hattori's down sig is bad. Her N-sig can still be used, but not in many occasions. Then next, I mean, we're gonna go straight into it. Koji basically excels in the areas Hattori does, but with a little more excellence, because his N-sig hits grounded. His down sig, it has the range, but it doesn't hit anywhere through it. But like the side sig is just so good, and the first like N sig and side sig are just better, and then D sig, it's slightly worse, but it comes out faster, so there's really not that many negatives to it. It also has some good combos with some other moves. It's also a way to get back to stage, unlike Hattori's, because she rolls back. So yeah. What else? No, yeah, that's really it for Koji. It's just he's a better Hattori. Next, let's go straight into it. I'm gonna get my doctor set up in a minute. Jiro. But, actually, no, not Jiro. I have to say Jaehyun. Jaehyun's, I don't know, Jaehyun his side sig insanely good compared to his end sig and his down sig. His down sig is just, it's a fake out. That's not good for a sword. Sword's whole point is to be in your face, and you dodging one measly move is not doing anything. Especially when most weapons outrange you. So it's like, why the hell are you tossing this move out when you can just, when you're probably gonna get hit half the time? Because side light has more range, down light has more range on scythe. Scythe has more range, bow has more range, guns has more range. Just every weapon has more range than you, except for Katara's. But Katara's side light has better range, and Katara's dare also has better range. So it's like, well, that sig's just completely useless. His end sig is used for only aerials. I can't talk. People in air, just things in air. Doesn't even do it that well either. So yeah, side sig's really just there. The only reason he's better than Koji, in my opinion, side sig is insane for a one part side sig. It's really good, and then his end sig has more range. And it has better combo potential because it hits like almost instantly as opposed to Koji's. And then it's just like, it's just a better Hattori, honestly. He's just a better Hattori on sword. Then we go into Jiro. So, actually, let's go into Bodvar. I think we're top 5 now, actually. No, we have Roland, Bodvar, Jiro, Val, Asuri. Anybody else to talk about? No, yeah, okay, so now out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, I think I've talked about, 4. So out of 9 sword characters, we have 5 left. We have Val, Koji, Asuri, Jiro, and Roland. So yeah, the next one, I'm gonna have to say Bodvar. His sword can be good. It has potential. But Bodvar's sword is just like, let me just show you. This is something that no other character here from top 5 and on struggles with. Let me do this right. Oh wait, hold on, I didn't. What is that? 19 dodge window. Like, what? Like, that was a horrible dodge window. 15. Doesn't even hit. 19 dodge window again. This? Doesn't even hit. When it does 15. Dodge window 15. Doesn't even... 17. Like, what is that? That's 15 plus on everything as opposed to 7. 15. Oh well, that's just my fault. I'm messing it up. 18, like, see this? Like, I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. 16. Like, it's just not failing as much anymore. Like, that's a consistent 15. This, 9 frames. I got it to 7 earlier. Ensig? If I can hit it right. If I can hit it right. It's like a dodge frame of, or like a dodge window of like 11. 13, I think it said. Let me just hit him one more time. 17, okay. Like 11? 8. See? That just doesn't hit. 16. Like, this sword is just bad. Like, 16. I'm spamming it. 16 is the fastest you can get that. Oh, my bad. 15, 18, like, what is that? 15, yeah. Like, the soonest you're getting is a dodge window of 15, as opposed to something like 8, 11, 7, so much better frames. Like 10, like, that's a consistent single digit if you're good at the game, or just decent. Yeah, at that point, instead of doing sidelight, do that. Do that. Do the true combo. Fucking hit it, that is. Like, there's just better options, really. Like, the Sig is just, for some reason, like, on its own, insanely good. That's 23 damage. Wait, that's 23 for a side Sig. Obviously, I have power stance weakened right now, but, like, that's still decent damage for a side Sig. Because it has good force. Like, yeah. It just doesn't do anything. Like, Bolivar 6 is, it's not excelling anymore. Right, next is, I think now it's fair to say it's Jiro. Obviously, best stance is defense stance. There's literally no other stance. By the way, you can play 2 stances on Val. Just saying that right now. I'll give him a sword. Like, this character just... This is its problem. Oh, I actually hit it, my bad. That's its problem. The first hit, it doesn't hit half the time. So side Sig, it's better, but not by a lot, because it's also doing the same, it's causing the same problems as, that, the other weapon is. What I will say is, Jiro has a way better down Sig. Like, look at the range on this. It's just second stub. That's like 3 yards off of the, that's like, let's see, is that a dash? Little under a dash. Like half a dash, really. Like, that's really good. Sorry, I'm just trying to hit this Chura and now I can't do it. I'm getting it to 1 frame. I can't. Okay, I can't. Whatever. Which is dumb because I can do this. Obviously, that's a lot easier, and so is. But anyways, that's not the point. Yeah, it's just Jiro. This is his only bad Sig, and even then, it's like, well, the Sig still has things it can do. Which is, this Sig is actually a way better than Sig. Because whoever designed it well. This Sig is like the best pickup Sig there is. Like, it hits at a good angle. It's a good counter to people trying to edge guard you, because you can just go like that. And if you're smart, you can go under. And if you're smart, you can go under and just hit him at a different angle. Just overall, just so much better. But yeah, it also has this. I missed it. Whatever. You know what I meant to do. I messed it up. It didn't do it. What the hell? Hold on. There we go. It has that. You know, like, you just know. You know what I mean. Just, it excels at everything that Bodvar does, but better. Because down sig is even better because of the range. Side sig, really just better. And then the end sig is also better. Like this is just a better Bodvar. The only problem being his stats. That's it. Else he'd be top tier. So now third place. This is difficult because it's Asuri, Val, and Roland. And all three of these characters have good swords. But personally, I think I'm gonna have to give third place to Val. That's correct. A character with two different variations: power stance and defense stance. You can also play speed stance if you're a psychopath. You can play dexterity stance if you're trying to lose. But power and defense stance are the main ones that are like really good. Like this is Kai's stats, but on weapons that are really good with them. And then this is just Rayman's stats on gauntlets again, and then on sword, which is even better. So I personally play this, you know, a little slower, but in return of speed, I get power, which is kind of weird because it's usually the opposite. But yeah. Like this character, I hate that exists. Like that gives me pain. You have to delay it to 19 frames. This doesn't hit. And then that does. But yeah, it's just like this really just hurts it the most. Like if anything, you would assume like at least. Nope, this hits. Even then, it doesn't hit all the time. That's the thing that I think hurts it the most. Like you're forced to charge it. That or just wait a little bit. Wait till the stun's over. Like that's really the worst part about it. Like the soonest I can get it to is 19 frames, and that's not good. Like at that point, just wait for them to get back up and then do that instead. Because one, it's like a whole ass read. Can probably lead you into an unsig, and then on top of that, like it's just insane. But yeah, sword kit can be good. This is just cancerous. I don't get why it exists, but it does. This downsig should really do. Just why does it have to pick him up? If it didn't pick him up, it'd be so much better. But because it picks him up, it's like, well, now I'm stuck in these 7 frames for like a minute. Because it actually does delay them for like the damage and all that. Also, look at the stun frames. See that? I'm spamming it, and it took that long. Like, what? That's horrible. That's just horrible. Like, that's just not good. That is just not good. Like, the recovery frames on that, even on hit, are horrid. On miss, they gotta be even worse. It's a little longer, but yeah, on like miss, that's just horrible. Really is just bad. Like, I'm not even gonna front. That by itself right there is just bad. Cause you're locked in for like 2 or 3 extra frames, even when you miss. Which bad. Just bad. So yeah, next in second place. I know, you're probably gonna assume I'm gonna trick you again. But in reality, you're right. No, I'm just kidding. It is Roland. Like, wait, actually, hold on, let me think. No, you were right, it is Asuri. Asuri is the second best sword legend there is. Like, what is that game? What is that? Like, that's not even on release. And it's hitting... It's hitting as if it were on release. Or this is on release. Like, yeah, that looks like a lot of frames, but look at this. See that? You can cancel it out with that. Like, that's dumb. Reads. Should have died from that, just saying. But anyways, yeah, just like, that's insane. There's no reason for this to be hitting, and then this, even dumber. You know, like, you see this? This is really just a better dare. Also a grounded one. This is your get off me tool? Now it's that. Like, what? And it has more range too, as opposed to... It's like, let's see what's max. Like, let's see the max range here. That's it right there. This is the maximum range. That's like only a stud. That's like 2 studs, right? Watch this. That's right, I just hit there. That's right, I hit right here too, on the last one. Let's go 3 studs. I still hit. 3 studs away, I'm still hitting. Alright, and I guess that was like 4. Now let's go 5. 5. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the exact number it takes for me to miss that. Any closer? And that last hit is hitting. And if I feel like dodge, if I feel like charging it, well, oh yeah, the dodge I'm getting from here. Now if you're looking for me to hit everything, it's like, just like to hit everything in general. It's like the 3rd stud. I guess the 5th. No, okay, yeah, it is the 6th. Like, that's just insane for range. And then the SIG, everyone knows it. That hits. Obviously that hits as well. It's just, these SIGs, it's just Val, but like a little better because everything hits. Like this hits. Oh no, let me hit it. This hits, just like everything hits. That's the only difference between Val and Asuri. It's that Asuri can actually just like instantly activate everything and it will most likely hit if they do not dodge. No, if they do not react to it, it's hitting, as opposed to Val's like 2, 3 moves that will miss on a D light or on a side light outside of Ensig, I mean. And then now we get to the best sword legend in the game. Probably the most underrated sword legend in the game. Like, as a sword legend, this character needs to be acknowledged more. Like, I don't know why this character isn't being picked up more. Shoot, if I was to play a Lance character of my choice, this is the guy for me. Because I do not underestimate the power of the Roman Meister. Just getting perfect stance, my bad. Sword. What is this? Why does this hit grounded? Why? 24 damage grounded. 27 damage grounded. 23 damage grounded. But for all this damage that seems light, heavier knockback as well as heavier knockback, as well as more combo potential. So like, I have no problem with hitting like basically like slapping like just constantly hitting my opponent because everything just doesn't miss. Also, this is a dodge read, just saying. Proof. Set the bot to random dodge. In. Only. That's like one of the only dodges that it doesn't hit. Okay, so everything that goes out away doesn't hit, but hits upward. Just yeah, it hits every dodge except for away dodges. That's insane. And then if they want to away dodge, and you like see that they're constantly doing it, well, this isn't, that miss is okay. Didn't know this missed. Let me like actually get a far dodge. Can you like actually like can you dodge away? Can you dodge away? Are you kidding me? Yeah, like see that hits, and it's the same thing for all of these, honestly. Both of these combined, like, except for like that exact inward dodge, I think that's like everything that hits. Just like anywhere that isn't your direction, it hits. So moral of the lesson, D-Sig is probably your best Sig. It has near infinite range. It hits stacked. Best edge guard tool in the game. I mean, look at that. Like seriously, this hits right here. Then it moves forward. And then it goes to the last one. But right here, that's long enough for somebody to get tricked into that. And then if they want to dodge it, well, look at this. You have enough time to do that. So, yeah, really just insane. Also, if you want, you can just like move around. Like, it's really just insane what you can do with this character because he's got such good things. But yeah, that's just the tier list. I'll be back in a few minutes, but that's all I really got for you. It's just showing you what the best characters are in order. So remember, worst, Jala, best, Roland. Very good runner-up, Asuri, and then another top-tier character, Val. Like, Val, Asuri, and Roland are all really close. Only Val has some moves that just do not hit where they could or where they should, and when they do hit, it's very slow. Asuri is just a better Val because everything hits, but it hits exceptionally, or it hits very well, and then just Roland has range, hits exceptionally well, hits like just incredibly well in general, just like hits super well, and just basically is a better Asuri or just an even better Val. Like, not to mention speed stance is like insane on this character because boom, -1 defense. That's almost as good as -1 dexterity because this character has high defense. So 7 defense and then 5-5. 5-7-5-5 is really good in my opinion. Especially for a sword character, that can be very deadly. If anything, 5-5-7-5 or 5-5-5-7 are probably the deadliest. Because like high dex and high speed on Sword Legends works. I mean, look how it works for Jiro. Works pretty well for him. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. Just remember, for now, this is how it is. This could change depending on how the buffs and nerfs are. And, hold on. Alright, there we go.